Hey friend, and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Morgan. You are on my homestead here in Wyoming, and today we are going to up pot all of our little plants that we started together. So this is long overdue. Please don't judge how huge these already are. I should have done this about 2 weeks ago. But here are my plants. They are looking so healthy. This is our pepper tray. We have our tomato tray here, and then this was our kind of combination tray of a lot of different things. So everything is looking really good. The stems on everything are getting very thick, so I'm not super worried about them. I am very proud of how these plants are looking, but as we can tell, it is beyond time to get them up potted. So I thought we should do that together today. Now I am going to turn back to my plant log, and if you didn't see us plant these together, you can definitely go check that video out, but you'll remember if you were here, I started this plant log. And this is going to be very important in helping me remember what is what. So what we're gonna do, I found a UV safe Sharpie, so it should work or not fade in the sun. And then I just have these little popsicle sticks. We'll see how this works long term. I'm just trying it. I know a lot of people use tape. Some people use painter sticks. I'm just gonna try these and see how they work. Mostly I already had them, so they didn't cost anything to try. So I figured, why not? So if you'll remember, I labeled each and every cell so I know exactly what is where. And in most of these, I did plant 2 seeds. So where I'm able to pull apart the 2 plants, because most of them are really dang healthy, I am going to. And then where I can't, no problem, we'll just take the healthiest one. Now, this first column that I did is, let's see, 1-1. These are our poblanos in this first column here. And what's interesting is these are our territorial poblanos, and they had not the best germination rate. I got 3 of the 5, so a 60% germination rate, which isn't great. Whereas this row, my Johnnies, those were my barren poblanos, I got a 100% germination rate. Each one of these cells has 2 plants. So that's crazy, and that's why I love doing a little bit of variation sometimes. So let me pull you in a little bit closer and let's get these up potted. So like I said, I want to know who I purchased them from and what kind it is. So I am going to write a T for territorial, and then I'm gonna write poblano. And we only have 3 plants, so I just need to make 3 of these. And the other thing I was thinking I could do is sometimes, I did this at my sister's house when we used to garden there, we would put clear nail polish over these. So I think that's where I did it. And then I ordered these off of Amazon, and what's awesome about them is when we lay them out, they all fit in these trays, and these are some seriously heavy duty trays. So, and so are these. These are like, they're bendy, they're really high quality, pretty heavy duty. I'm super excited about them. I am going to get a tray out. Let's go ahead and just get these lining so that this is ready to go. I think it holds 3. And this is 150 plants that these will hold, this pack that I got. And what's great about this is how easy it is to bottom water, because all we'll have to do is just pour some water in the bottom of all of these trays. In the past, I've used cups or leftover holders, and I found that I always had to individually water them, and it took forever. So we're not doing that this year. And honestly, this part just gets kind of messy and kind of the fun part. So like I said, I'm gonna start with my peppers. I'm gonna take a container, and I just have some soil right here. So I'm gonna fill it pretty far up and then just create a large enough hole for us to slip the plant in. Then I just go ahead and lift this up and kind of pinch the bottom and then just gently pull it out. This plant only has 1 plant in the cell, so I'm gonna drop that entire cell in, push it down, and then we're gonna cover it up with just a little bit more soil. And if you have any really leggy plants, you can plant them a little bit deeper. These honestly look so healthy. I'm thrilled with it. And then I'm going to stick my little stick in there that says T Poblano, so I know what I'm working with. I will say I am so excited for our poblanos. I think peppers are the one thing that I'm looking forward to the most this year. Last year I got so much more comfortable with peppers. In the past, all I've really done or focused on is just making like pickled jalapenos, pickled carrots and onions, or just cutting them up and freezing them. And this past year, we did so much more with our poblanos and our Anaheims that I am really, really excited for peppers this year. And I think peppers is the one plant that Sam gets most excited about as well. Needless to say, I'm trying really hard with the peppers this year because I am so excited about them. Now, this soil that I'm using here is that Vermont compost. So if you watched the video where we started planting these, this is that exact same compost. It is that Fort V. And then this one, you can see it has one really healthy plant and one plant that's just starting to come up. I am going to, and this always makes me so sad to do, I'm going to put the big one in and pull the little one. I don't think he's gonna make it in time. He's pretty far behind. These have been up for weeks and he just came up like 3 days ago. So it always kind of makes me sad. I feel like I'm like killing something. I mean, I guess I kind of am, but okay. Now, let me wash my hands. Next, we have our poblanos, but these are Johnny's poblanos. So I'm just gonna put a J and write Barren Poblano. So for these, we're gonna do the same thing, but I am gonna put a little bit more soil in because, and I'm gonna prep 2 of them. So there's one. And if it was nice outside, I would definitely do this outside, but we're having a windy day and I don't want my little plants to blow away. Okay, there's 2. I am going to grab these guys out. And then I just have another container. Whoa. I'm gonna see if I can separate these. So I'm just going to very gently, trying not to break any roots. Because these are both such healthy plants, I can't honestly choose like which looks best. So I'm gonna try to salvage both of them. And you really just wanna be super, super gentle. This is a slow process, but you get so many more plants out of it. Okay. So here are my 2 plants and we're going to get them in these. And I like to just make a pretty large hole. You don't want to put your roots in like a ball or anything. You kind of want to just naturally lay them in there. That way they don't get root bound. And then we're going to compact the soil gently around. Just like that. And he should be totally fine. Throw our stick in there so we know what that one is, and I'm just gonna repeat the process. This is gonna be pretty slow going because most of these peppers did produce 2. That's a great problem to have. I'm very happy with that, but this putting is gonna take a little while, so I'm just gonna sit here and get these plants taken care of. All right, friends, so we got all of the plants up potted. Now I did have to make some decisions and choose favorites, and that's just because I didn't have enough of these containers. So I know this looks like hardly any plants, but this is 150 plants in total. So we went with 52 pepper plants, I believe. We have almost 30 tomato plants, and then the rest is basil, okra, our onions, some dill, ground cherries, and tomatillos. So everything is all up potted. And one thing to note is these are all of my 8 to 10 week plants. So this is definitely not all of the plants. This is just the slow moving plants. I will start the rest of them in about 3 weeks or so. So we will bring in our other shelf, but I just wanted to show that you can definitely make a ton of plants in a very small space. You don't need your own dedicated room. This is literally in my office or my guest bedroom. So it's super easy and doable if you don't have a ton of room. I know gardening can seem intimidating, especially plant starting, because it seems like you need so much and you need so much room, but it's totally doable. You just have to find out ways to make it work. I love the grow lights we use. I love these shelves because I can move the grow lights up and down and it makes life so easy. So that is it for today. I know it was a super quick video, but I wanted to take you along while we up pot everything. If you liked today's video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, friend.